Hey, we are back. My first guest is the owner-creator of Frontline Promotions, a multifaceted service company specializing in the design, planning, and coordinating, and also execution of various special events. Since 1996, the company established themselves as the #1 urban promotions and marketing company in the Southeast. Please welcome to the show, without further ado, Mr. Pat Nix in the house. Welcome, Pat. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, man? Always good to talk to you.
Hey, man, it's always good to have a fellow brother of Kappa Alpha Psi and yet another FAMU on the show. I know people think I plan it this way, but I really don't. We just achieve, that's all.
Definitely. Right school, right frat, that's all.
Yeah, it just worked out that way, you know?
Just worked out that way.
Hey, Brother Pat, man, I got a question I want to start the show off. And when did you first get your taste of running or promoting an event?
Well, it just takes a lot of planning and execution. These days, social media has made it very, very easy for a lot of people to think that they're pretty good in this industry, but it takes a lot more than that. Right now, the field is kind of oversaturated with everybody who has 2,000 to 3,000 friends on Facebook. They actually think that they're a promoter at this point. So the game has changed a little bit over the years. But
when did you first get your bug?
Well, I got my bug actually at FAMU, being a part of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I pledged in 1990, and I was put over fundraising in 92. So, of course, fundraising for us meant throwing events to raise money for the fraternity. So I found a love for it at that point. There's nothing like starting something from an inception and seeing it all the way through and just thinking in your head like, wow, I was the creator of all this, or I was the creator of all these people partying or going to a concert or whatever. It came from my brain to this. So it kind of gives you a natural high.
Man, I remember those days, believe you me.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole nother show, though, folks.
Oh, yeah, Kappa Luau and all that good stuff back in the day, man. It was almost like Freaknik at one point.
Absolutely. Yeah, actually bigger than that.
Man,
as I understand it, brother, you did not choose to create a promotion company at first, though. What was your profession right out of college?
Well, right out of college, I was hired as a sales manager for the Southeast Toyota region. So I was actually a little bit in corporate America kind of sales department for Toyota. And I had somewhat of a love for it at first, but after a while, it was kind of my job to kind of like, I would say, crush people. And my heart was not in that place. You know, I saw my income dropping yearly because I would kind of like tell people to just hold on, you know, I got them, you know, I'll take care of you, instead of going for the juggler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't in my
Absolutely.
heart anymore, you know.
Man, you have an amazing story of how Frontline Promotions began its inception. If you mind, can you tell our listeners a little bit about how that journey took place? You know, you just made that decision along with a couple other folks, and you just made it happen?
Yeah, actually, the first company that we created was a company called Foreplay Productions, not sexually or anything like that, but it was just four brothers that got together who were all in the car business, who kind of like wanted to get out of the car business. So we had a company called Foreplay Productions. After a while, there were several egos that kind of like got in the way of what we started. So therefore, we decided to, you know, dissolve that company, and everybody went their separate ways. After that, I created Frontline Promotions back in 1995, right at the end of 95, 96.